following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Asim in Dallas.
Hi, Tom. I love your show.
Thank you so much.
I've been listening to you since 2001 from my Seattle days when you were on a little station there.
I appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here, man. Thank you. Well, listen, thanks for bringing us from Seattle to Dallas, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. I love all the hosts. I love your show. I'm addicted to it.
It's Hotel California. It's wicked, isn't it, man? Thanks.
All right, Tom. Nice to talk to you.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Love is kind and just. When you're in love, a smile is always on your face. You feel good about yourself, and because you're happy, you are kind. Love is also just. When you make a mistake, you pay only once for that mistake. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 4, NASDAQ down 25, S&P's down 3.5, gold contract up $4.60, traded at $1,271 an ounce. Silver up 2 cents at $17.65 an ounce. Platinum up $3 at $9.65 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $2.16 a pound. Light sweet crude up 51 cents, trading at $49.69 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year note, down 14 ticks, 129.16. 30-year bond off 1 full point, 17 ticks, 162.13. They both broke lower with volume. King dollar up 249 ticks, $98.86. The euro is trading at $1.09, and the yen is at 105.28. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. Your SPY's sideways market out here today. You're down 27 cents. You're 213.46. You get 56 million shares traded. You're going into 89 million as well as 101 million. Bottom line, this SPY still wants to test the 215.74, which was the high of the downdraft of October 11th. Dow Industrials, same type of setup. Dow Industrials sideways move out here. You're down $3 right now. You're at 18,194. What I expect is going to get tested is 18,312. NDX 100. Now, this is where it's going to get wild, folks, because buckle up. At 401, we're going to have Google and Amazon come out, and you'll get some deviance here. And this is what it is, so check it out. So the NDX is down $15.50. You're at 48.44. That being said, I expect when these numbers come out, we're going to see that launch the 49.11. If we go over to the futures, we take a look at these futures, what you're going to look at is this. Inside the futures out here, we're down $15. You've done, let's see. Yeah, you get way short volume. You're coming in into 297,000 contracts. You've done 196,000. Bottom line, same type of setup, and we're going to see some velocity in a big way. The market itself, all day, the NDX has been hammering into lows. We had a spike, prior to the market open. That got it up to 48.80. From that point on, it just keeps hitting lower lows. NASDAQ Composite, same type of setup inside the composite. Inside the composite, you're down $27. And what we are going to see out here right now, the composite is, we're doing 1.4. We're going to do about 1.75 probably, and that's going into 1.73. So, well, we'll see how many we do. Bottom line, I expect that also to gap higher. Why? Okay, so let's go to Google. Google is trading down 285. You're at 796. Google is a confirmed ABC structure up to 890. So it has a lot of room to breathe. It is down today, 1.7 million, but guess that? That's going up to 2 million right now. Amazon, AMZN, same type of setup in Amazon. Amazon's a confirmed ABC up to 864. You're at 820. Amazon's down $2.50, $2.66. Amazon's coming into 4.2 million, and it's going to be a toss-up, because Amazon is going to do about the same amount of volume. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract out here is trading up 450, 121,000 contracts. We're at 1271, which gets you inside the 1269. Gold needs more volume, needs more price spread, and we'll see whether we get that going tomorrow, because a Friday in the metals market is always dangerous when you have been trending down, which we have been doing. Silver's been a sideways move out here. Silver's trading at $17.65. Silver has to get back into $17.74 in order to get to higher price. Now, notes and bonds. Here we go. So, notes are at 129.16. We broke the B point, broke it with volume. I did these numbers this morning. It's almost a 128. It's a 128 something. So it is an ABC down, as is the 30-year. 30-year also broke the B point, broke it with volume. We'd have 307,000 contracts out here, so it couldn't hold the higher range. That says it's coming into lower range now. The kicker here, this is what's going to be interesting to see. The kicker is that after the close, does this market get juice in it and it pops? And we'll find out soon enough. Specifically, what I'm talking about is that if the interest rates go up too fast, there's no doubt the market's going to get cracked. That's one side of the argument. The other side of the argument is when bonds go down like this, markets can go topside very quickly. I expect at some point there'll be a change of tune, meaning when rates are going up, this market's going to take conniptions. And this might be it. That being said, I still expect we're going to see an up action at 4 o'clock. King dollar. What do you have with King dollar? Okay, so King dollar is up 259 ticks. You're at $98.87. The high that was generated out here on Tuesday was 99. And if King dollar holds 98.815, then it'll go for that tomorrow. It's going to be a close call here, watching this whole thing shake out. The kicker on the way down inside the NDX 100 today, and this is where it gets really interesting that many folks you wouldn't think that this is the equity, but it's O'Reilly Automotive. That has taken the NDX south in a big way. It's down almost 10%. It's down $23, and that has been trading down all day. If you want to see something that is getting whacked, it is O'Reilly Automotive. They opened today at $270. That is trading at $253 right now, and this is down with big juice. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are down 10. You get the NASDAQ off 30. S&Ps are down 5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 28. You get the Nasdaq down 36. S&Ps are down 6. And as we do each Tuesday and Thursday, we get our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. Don't forget, folks, at TFNN, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we do live programming 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. Andy's got an outstanding show on every Tuesday and Thursday, 5 to 6. You can get that right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV. You're going to get some great HD quality video as well as audio. Andy's also got a great newsletter. It's the Technomento Commodity Report. You go to newsletters, trading newsletters. You can hit the button, Technomento Commodity Report, 30 days absolutely free. Andy Heck, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. How are you?
Doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Doing good. So, the dollar is sitting up here.
Yeah, it's sitting there, man.
It's sitting up here.
It's sitting.
And it's not busting through on the upside. It's in overbought territory. It looks like it wants to go higher. It's got a lot of reasons to go higher. But maybe it's just waiting for the election. Maybe it's waiting for the Fed. It's been a pretty big move so far. So I wouldn't be surprised to see it come down to the 96 region.
That's going to be interesting. My price projection on an ABC is 100.770, but I absolutely understand, what you're saying, because it could turn into a complex ABC, meaning that you've made this big run, folks, okay? You do a pullback and then go over again, because what is happening is that it's not that the metals aren't good, but they're not bad. Do you know what I mean? They're not.
Right.
They're not good, folks. Don't if you're going to jump, make sure you keep a tight leash here. But they're not bad either. And of course we're coming into tomorrow with a GDP number. So
right, they're sitting. I mean, they're sitting. They're sitting. It's all sitting, waiting for the dollar. But there are some things that are not waiting for the dollar. I mean, certain things are trading on their own. Oil, for example, is trading on its own. I mean, it's really going up and down with the machinations of this OPEC, Russians. Everyone's asking for exemptions from a price freeze. So it's sitting around $50, and it'll probably do so till the end of November, till this thing sorts itself out. Natural gas, that's not really that dollar sensitive, but that thing has got cratered, man. The longs got a little bit over exuberant, and they all got flushed out of the market. Natural gas is down over 70 cents on the November contract in the last 9 sessions.
Yeah, that was, and even when they come out the natural gas numbers, I traded both sides of it this morning.
Yeah. I mean, there's volatility there, no question about it.
Both sides of it got, I ended up losing, 10%, something small. But bottom line is that it's amazing how it moved, man. I mean, it's just
that sucker moves,
it did.
Baby.
I mean, you're dealing with 305, folks. It went down to 290. Well, no, not before 11 o'clock. It went down to $3 and back up to 310. So
yeah, up and down, baby. The coffee paying no attention to the dollar. That made another new high today. That thing is kind of up at a 165 level. 164.80 settled at today, got up to a new high. So there's some fundamental things going on there in coffee. There's a shortage of Robusta beans. The Brazilian, this should be an off year for Brazilian production. And, coffee above 170, we could be looking at $2.
I read an amazing story about the Congo and Robusta beans, and I mean, that is the place now for coffee. I mean, you have to, you're lucky if you don't get killed, but the bottom line.
Congo certainly, but Vietnam is still the biggest world's biggest producer of the Robusta beans.
Yeah,
so
I'm with you.
It is the weather in Vietnam, but that shortage has spilled over into the Arabica, and Brazil's the biggest producer of Arabica beans.
Okay.
And their weather, trees have coffee plants have on years and off years, and this is kind of an off year coming up. So
explain us to the difference between Arabica and Robusta again.
Basically, the Robusta beans, if you drink espresso, you're drinking Robusta coffee.
Right.
Robusta is very popular in Europe.
More specialized, right?
It's a stronger coffee.
Okay.
The Arabica, what you get at Starbucks, what you get at Dunkin' Donuts, what you get at the supermarket, as long as you're not buying espresso.
Okay.
So that's, but different areas of the world favor. Like if you go to Europe, they drink Robusta. They like Robusta. Here in the United States.
What do they drink in Cuba?
That's good. They drink. I would imagine they drink Robusta.
Yeah, I love the Cuban coffee.
Yeah. Heavy, strong coffee.
Like mud. It's perfect.
Yeah, mud. Turkish coffee, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's one market that's not being affected by the dollar. Here's a market that's totally being affected by the dollar and the pound, and that's cocoa, which failed today. Failed ugly.
2,700 a ton. Okay.
I tell you, we go down through 26.25, and the pound starts going down below 120. We could be looking at $2,000 on cocoa. And they upgraded Hershey today. And the funny thing is, when I heard on CNBC earlier, they're talking about all the reasons, technological, all the reasons they're upgrading Hershey. The main reason they should be upgrading it is because the cost of goods sold is going down because cocoa's going down.
Yeah, big time.
So that's kind of bucking the trend.
That's
the
even
grains,
funny. This is pretty sick, though, folks. You got to see this. They upgraded Hershey. Hershey had a high of $117. It gapped down. This thing's a dog. Oh my God, unreal. My God.
The grains are also bucking the dollar here.
Okay.
Soybeans are doing really nicely. And I wrote an article on Seeking Alpha yesterday. I don't know if you checked it out. It was about the soybean crush spread. And I'm putting I'm putting a chart of the soybean crush up here.
Okay.
And the grain sector has had a great correlation between the soybean crush. It told us back in April and May that the grains were going to rally.
Yeah.
And then when the grains got up to highs in early June, it started tanking, and it told us that the grains were going to tank. Now it's starting to move higher again. And the grains are starting to go with it. So very interesting. We see nice action in the soybean market, which we should, because the crush is basically telling us that soybean meal and soybean oil demand is rising, and it's outperforming. The prices are outperforming the raw soybeans. But interestingly enough, we're seeing some nice action in corn, which is kind of taking steps higher.
Yeah.
Wheat is off the mat, off those decade lows and making some moves. So, very interesting. The soybean crush is kind of like a predictor over there in the grain patch. And if anyone wants to, learn more about it, just check out that article over on Seeking Alpha. It was out yesterday. I've been putting out a lot of stuff. I wrote one bearish one on cocoa today. I have one on the dollar that says that it probably needs a pullback before it goes higher, but it's definitely going higher in 2017. That's kind of my view.
No, I will check that out because it's amazing. So when I bring up my Bloomberg, they don't. The top commodities, right? They don't have soybean crush. And I know Kevin Hinks, that's all he trades. He loves trading the soybean crush.
I love the crush. I think the crush tells us a lot about, just like I always talk about the crack spreads in oil.
Right.
These processing spreads tell you a lot about demand.
Right.
They tell you a lot about the prices of the products. And by the way, the price of the raw material can't go up unless people are buying the products.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt. No.
Right. So that's why I watch that. It's all about market structure.
So that's what the crush is then, right? The crush is the oil from the soybeans, and that's what they're buying.
You take the bean, you put it into a crusher. What's left at the bottom is the meal, and the liquid is the soybean oil.
That's cool. Here, stay right with us, all right?
Sure.
Andy and I are coming right back, folks. Dow right now is down 21. NASDAQ is off 35. S&Ps are off $5.50. We're going to be right back.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, and we are talking markets, we're talking commodities. And don't forget, folks, 5 to 6 every Tuesday, Thursday, right here at TFNN. Andy's got a great show. Get it right on your cell phone, TFNN.com. Hit Tiger TV, and, of course, you can get it on the computers. You can sign in, get it. I mean, there's a million ways you can get it. It does come out great, though, if you haven't heard any of our programming on your cell phone. Right now, we get the Dow down 15, Nasdaq's up 35, S&Ps are down 5.5. And when we look at the commodity markets in general, I guess, Andy, the dollar, as you said, it's not affected a lot of them, but that strong dollar, well, actually, it's kind of interesting today because, like on my screen, I only have 2 that are negative and everything else is positive.
Yeah, I know. It's very interesting. I mean, palladium now is putting in a new low here, new short-term low.
Okay.
Trading down to 611.35. Palladium was the last one to kind of crack lower when gold, silver, and platinum started correcting.
Okay.
And it seems like it's the last one now to make a bottom. It also took the longest to make a top. So, it's kind of a laggard there. Very interesting. But hey, look at the dollar today. Strong dollar today. Look at copper up at 216.20.
Right.
A pound, up 8 cents from the lows. And that has to do more with what's going on in copper. The London Metal Exchange stocks have dropped from 350,000 metric tons a couple of days ago to just over 336,000.
Okay.
So, that's why we're getting some action. It's really more about the fundamentals within the commodity markets themselves that are driving prices here. Now, of course, Tom, if the dollar breaks out above 100, it's going to have a negative effect on all of the commodity prices. But the one thing that sticks in my head about the dollar here, and what I'm very cautious about, and the reason why I'm looking for a pullback, is because I think that the Fed wants a pullback in the dollar, and the Treasury might intervene in the Forex market if the dollar looks like it's going to start breaking higher, because they don't want a runaway dollar going into the December FOMC meeting, which is going to put a lot of pressure on them not to raise rates, and they got their credibility at stake.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And it's going to get interesting here because if the dollar, folks, not only goes up to 1, which I suspect it's going to, but if it breaks that consolidation that we've been in for 2 years, you get a $121. That's, a $121 is going to be a mind blower, man.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be a mind blow. If we get up above 100.60 and make a new high, hey, that trend is firmly intact. And don't forget, the Fed funds rate is still 25 to 50 basis points. The dollar offers the best of both worlds here. It offers the best yield compared to the major currencies, and it offers the chance for capital appreciation. So you're going to have a lot of speculative money herding into the dollar. And that's not what the Fed wants to see, because that's going to crush corporate profits. Unemployment will go up, and the U.S. economy will slow. So that's not what they want to see.
Well, this gets interesting because I could see that aspect with us selling goods overseas. But the first part of that statement that you had a demand-based deal that you get money from all over the world pouring into the United States. I'd have a hard time saying how jobs will go down or the economy will go down when that's happening, because that's what's happening now. You see what I'm saying?
Well, no, I understand what you're saying, but the problem is that if the dollar does rally, it will choke off some multinational profits, and that could cause job losses to accelerate a little bit.
Corporations are screwed. I get it. No, right. and I agree with you. No question. Okay, right. But the other side of that is that guess what? The economy would be flying, man. It just wouldn't be flying
in certain sectors. It wouldn't be flying for the big multinationals.
That they do business overseas anyway.
Well, the question, my question is, who is the government beholden to?
Oh, that we know it's a corporate deal, right? There's no doubt.
So my point is that the Fed is more likely to slow down the ascent of the dollar coming into the December meeting, and that's why I'm looking for a top here. Yeah. Look, Tom, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, the dollar has moved. On October 3rd, the dollar index was like at 95.
Right.
And we're at 99. That's a big move in a month for a currency. Huge move. When we moved from 70 under 80 on the dollar index back in May 2014 up to 100 in March 2015, in 10 months we went up like 27%. That is unheard of. Listen, we're used to trading stocks. That can happen. We're used to trading commodities. That happens every day. When it comes to currencies are stability. They don't like to see these big moves. So, you got a 4 or 5% move now in the dollar. I don't think that the central banks are going to want to see it. Listen,
I agree, man. I've particularly seen what can happen, well, particularly in the pound, folks, okay? I've personally seen, folks coming into St. Petersburg buying real estate, and when that pound tanked, a couple people were in bad shape, and a couple other people were in great shape because what happened is they had bought and they had converted their currency. But I know a couple guys that hadn't converted their currency, and all of a sudden, overnight, they're 22% lighter in the wallet.
Right.
That's pretty heavy when you're talking we're talking about any money.
Right. Right. That's the other thing. Coming in, the election now is what, 10 days away, 11 days away, 12 days away, something like that, less than 2 weeks away. The market remembers what happened with the pound when there was a surprise in the referendum.
Yeah.
The dollar could get very, very volatile going into this election. And I just think that the big hand of the Fed, or it's not the Fed, it's the Treasury, might be, sitting on top. They don't want the dollar to run away right now. It's going to put it's a big hand, man. They got lots of. They keep printing it. They could sell it as far as they can print it. You know what I mean?
I do.
So hey, so the meats are also off the mat here. We had a little rally today in the cattle, continuing to make a higher high here off big lows. We have the hogs even coming back a little bit here. Nice move today, up to 45 cents a pound. I can't believe it's that low. But, and that's with the dollar sitting at the highs. So if you count them on your hand, you have copper running up, you have meats running up, you have grains moving higher, you have coffee moving higher. Hey, like you said, most commodities are doing okay here. Even oil's up today.
Yeah, so that is a bigger indication that this dollar wants to pull back too, because we know they're priced in dollars. Yeah.
Yes.
That's going to be
exactly. So I think 96 makes sense, and let it go to sleep for the rest of the year or until the Fed meeting, and then the Fed will have a chance to raise rates, and maybe it'll go to 100 then. Okay, they can stomach that. They just don't want it to go to 100 now and watch it go to 105 after they raise rates. That would be a nightmare for them.
Hey, we'll have to have a seminar on the Amalfi Coast, man.
That's right. Well, first we're gonna have one in Vegas, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be.
You all coming to Vegas?
Yeah, that's a couple of weeks.
Yeah, you getting ready? It's getting cold here for you.
Is it?
Yeah, well, it's chilling off, compared to Florida.
It's gorgeous here now. I mean, it's 75,
coming into
80,
ski season.
80 degrees. I saw your favorite mountain up at Killington, man. I think they opened today.
I know. It's early. That's that snowmaking. Hey, and that, by the way, bodes well for natural gas. The fact that, hey, listen, I'm telling you, I still think natural gas is not done this season, Tom. It is not done.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Well, listen, you have a great one. Have a safe one. We look forward to the show at 5 o'clock. And you're going to have a lot of action, man. Okay.
Take care.
Stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. Dow right now is down 17. Nasdaq's off 32. S&Ps are down 5. We're going to be right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at this market. You get the Dow down 24, Nasdaq's off 33, S&Ps are down 6. And if we go first, let's go into the NQs, because the NQs, folks, at the close are going to be what it's all about. Why? Because what you have two of the largest weighting structures inside the NDX 100 coming out with their numbers, which is Google and Amazon. So if we take a look at where we're trading right now, you are at the lows of the day. We just off them slightly, actually. You're down $22. You're at 48.31. And bottom line is that we'll see where this shakes out, but I expect you're going to see this higher. If I take the Qs here, watch if we take the Qs and see what you have here. So the Qs have pulled back. You're back 53 cents. You've done 14 million shares. Well, 14 million is coming into 22 million as well as 18 million. So we did 18 million shares on October 20th. Amazon and Google, let me see, AMZN. Okay, so Amazon is down 43 cents right now. You've done 4.5 million shares, and you're going into 4.4 and 4.9. So it's a close call. This is going to be wild. So that's a close call. That being said, though, Amazon is in a confirmed ABC structure up with an 864 target. So that's where my head's going with that. Guess what? Gap higher. Google is trading at Google is trading at 797. This is down $1.97. Now, this is coming into strength with 2 million shares versus 2 million. So they're both toss-ups. Like, if I was only look at this on a daily basis today, I'd be like, I don't know. But Google also is an ABC structure up with a price target of 890. So my take is that they're both going to come out with numbers, and we're going to see that get higher. So this is going to be wild watching this thing shake out, because inside the NDX 100 today, what's smoking the NDX 100 is O'Reilly Automotive. That's down 9%. And that has a decent weighting inside the NDX. That's down $24. Norwegian Cruise is down 5.8%. Vertex Pharmaceuticals down 4%. And the Sirius Satellite is down 3.3%. 3. Putting points into it, you have Alexa Pharmaceutical is up 8.4%. You have Celgene up 6.7%. WorldCom, oh my God, blast from the past. Western Digital is up 5%, and Qualcomm is up 2.9%. Inside the Dow Industrials, the leader out here is Verizon, and taken away from it is Boeing. The small caps. Now, the small caps have been the weakest indice. Small caps bottom line broke a B point yesterday and broke it with volume. And you get volume behind us today. Now, what it is doing, 47.50, 47 million at 119. Yeah, this can get down to, we're at 118. This can get down to 117. Let's go to Carlos from California. Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Very well, thank you.
Cool.
Tom, I want to ask you about the GDP report that we're going to have tomorrow.
Okay.
Can you give me an idea of the effect that may give to the market the way it looks today?
Well, you're going to hear two different things from me here. So,
okay,
the way that I'm looking at this, and it's pretty deviant right now, because it doesn't, even though you just heard me say, I think the NASDAQ, NDX 100, and the composite are going to gap tomorrow.
Okay.
And I think my take is that they're going to gap up, ring the bell, and then that's all she wrote, okay? And it's because of that ABC structure. They're both in ABC structures on the way up. They're capable of gapping, pretty good. That being said, of course, folks, they can gap down $50, and that'll be it. And if that's the case, guess what? That's the end of the market.
Okay.
Now, the GDP is going to affect, when Andy and I were just talking, the GDP will affect the bond market, the currencies, and the metals. Because if the GDP comes in really hot, meaning that, the gross domestic product, we're pushing out some big product, that's just going to bring the probability much higher that they're going to go up more than once on short-term rates. If the GDP comes in light, what you're going to see is that you'll see the dollar pull back, you'll see metals go to the moon, you'll see the market go to the moon, you'll see bonds go back topside. Because, so the theory behind the Fed is that they want to raise short-term rates because things are going well, okay? They're finally off the bottom. So if the GDP is saying that, no, that's not the case, then you're going to see the dollar weaken, metals go higher, because the probability then would be that now the Fed would have to figure out, like, okay, hold it. If the GDP is not going up, what the heck, how can we raise rates?
Yeah.
So that's going to be the battle, man. And it's going to be a good one. So we got lots of action happening.
Oh, yes. It's going to be very nice, eh?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Tom, and we'll see what happens tomorrow.
So what do you think of the trading?
Well, I've been trading the indices.
Okay.
I actually bought them this morning.
Okay.
But I'm out of the metals because I've been looking at your report and the gold report, and you're waiting for it.
Right.
So I'm going to follow your steps.
Yeah, no, I was just curious because I'll tell you, folks, between 4 o'clock tonight and all night right until tomorrow morning, this is going to be one volatile market, man. I mean, that's what it looks like. So.
Well, and I'll be up all night, so we'll see.
Okay, Carlos.
All right, Tom. Thank you very much.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe
Bye.
one. Folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, this is a great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You can hit the Nadex banner, bring it up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and what you can do with this is that you can actually trade both sides of the NDX 100 as we come into this close. Because what you have is that you have the futures don't close until 4:15. No matter which way Amazon and Google go, let's put it this way. If one goes up and one goes down, it'd really be almost a yin and a yang. It would be a delta neutral event for the NQs probably, meaning that they won't move a lot. If they both go up or both go down, you're going to see that NQs right now at 48.30. You're going to see those NQs move at least 20 points. They might move 30 points. That's very easy to do with the weighting structure. So what you can do is that as you're over into the Nadex platform, you find the closest one that you could buy and sell at the 48.30 price point, and you're looking for volatility. That's all you're looking for. You're not looking for the direction. You're looking for the volatility on the move. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. And as one of the Tigers says, we could move 60 to 80 points. We could, you know. That'd be pretty intense. That would be. It would have to have. They'd have to either both really have bad numbers or outstanding numbers. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Right now, we get the Dow down 26. NASDAQ is down 36. S&Ps are off 6.5. Some of the higher volume stocks out here. Let's see what we have. AK Steel's down 40 cents. You get Chesapeake Energy up 9 cents. Cliffs Naturals down $1.13. CenturyLink is up 281. We get Bristol Myers Squibb up 270. Inside the Dow Industrials, what do we have? Let's see what we got here. So you got 3M down 74 cents. Disney is up 55. DuPont's up 121. DuPont is the leader inside the Dow Industrials out here today. Amazon and Google, let's do a quick take on that before we come into the close. Amazon is at 818, down 359. Google is at 795.22. So Google is going to be coming out with their numbers literally one thousandth of a second pass forward. That's how they do it. Amazon is going to come out at 4:01. So Amazon is basically following right up with Google, and we'll see where that's going to shake and bake this NDX 100. Needless to say that the volatility is going to be there. Thus far out here today, when we take a look at the volumes, what we have is that we're at 751 million on the NYSE. So that's still 5 minutes. It's going to be close whether that has some volume. That does have some volume because that can come in at 850. On the NASDAQ composite, that is volume. We're at 1.7 billion right now. So the composite, this is interesting. So the composite is pushing down on the swing point from October 13th with volume. So needless to say, even though I'm saying that I think that the NDX can pop higher, it's pushing into this 52.28. With volume, it won't be high. It's not going to be higher volume. Let me see, the 12th MVOLOQE, September 12th. Where are you? Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Okay. Now you're going into 2 billion shares. Hey, with 4 minutes left, we've already done 1.7. So that baby could do that kind of volume. And of course, we're coming into GDP tomorrow morning. There's action all over the place. There's no two ways about that. The gold contract is at 1270. That looks like it's going to hold the 1269 for today, which is, in itself is pretty good. Bottom line, gold's going to need a lot more price spread as well as volume. We're coming into Friday, because Fridays are very dangerous inside the gold market, inside the metal market in general. And good old King Dollar, what we have with King Dollar is this. King Dollar is 20,000 contracts. 98,880. If it holds here, that King Dollar can go test that 99.09, and there's no doubt that could test that tomorrow. So bottom line is that the next 15 minutes we'll be coming back with a lot of numbers for you. In particular, it will be the Google and Amazon that are gonna move these markets. And the last time that, just to give you an idea of the kind of bread that we're talking that these companies can come in with, Amazon is looking for 32.7 billion in revenue this quarter, and Google is looking for 18 billion. So we're talking some real money inside of 90 days. There's no two ways about that. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back. Lots of numbers after the close. Dow Industrials are down 28. NASDAQ's down 36. S&P's off 6.5. We're going to be right back, folks.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Mike in Wilmington. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, pal, good. I'm calling to give you a compliment because I just want your listeners to know that you are on your game right now. I've been listening to you for a lot of years, Tom, and you were on your game. And I'll tell you, I'll never forget you calling King Dollar back when it was in the 70s. You saying it was going here, and everybody couldn't even believe that it could even dream that it was ever going to go back to the 90s.
I appreciate the feedback, man.
All right, pal.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Learn to ask questions. It is always better to ask questions than to make assumptions. Have the courage to ask questions until you can be as clear as you can. Once you hear the answer to the question, you won't have to make an assumption because you'll know the truth. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials closed down 29, NASDAQ off 34, S&P's down 8, gold contract up $3.50, trading at $1,270 an ounce. Silver down up a penny at $17.64. Platinum up $1.79 at $9.64 an ounce. Copper up a penny at $2.16 a pound. Light sweet crude up 47 cents, $49.65 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year note down 14 ticks, 129.15. 30-year bond off a point and a half, 162.13. King dollar up 264 ticks, 98.87. The euro is at $1.09, and the yen is trading at 105.24. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. Where do we have? You're at 70. You're down 56 cents. You're at 213. You're coming into the 13th of October. That is 101 million shares. You're coming into the 21st, which had 89 million shares. That is still saying this SPY wants to get up to 215.74. And that, folks, is with Google had just come out with numbers. Bottom line with Google, let me walk you through these as we're doing. Google had closed at $7.95. That's trading up $8. Big deal. $8.34. That's the yin, the yang. Amazon closed at $8.18. That's trading down at $7.66. Dow Industrials. What do we have with the Dow Industrials? Same type of setup with the Dow Industrials. What do you have with the Dow Industrials? You're down $29. You're down, we did volume out here of 984 million. And that's some juice on the way down. There's no doubt about that. But you're going into 1.083 billion. So Dow Industrials still want higher price. Higher price that we're looking at is the higher price from the 11th of October, which is 18,312. Now, this is where it's going to get wild. Let's go look at the futures. Well, first, NDX 100. So, NDX 100, I'm certainly not going to get my gap over all these highs that were generated out here. But what I do expect you're still going to get, this is going to be wild coming into Friday. Bottom line, NQZ6. What you're going to see is that the NQs right now traded down to 48, and they got another 5 minutes. So they traded down to 48.09 right now. That 48.09 is bringing you the low that we're going into is the 13th. The top of that is 48.13. Now, the 13th of October, we also had monster volume. Let's check this out. So the 13th of October, what you're dealing with out here, you're dealing with, 1.7 billion. And we're coming into that with higher volume. So tomorrow's going to be a big day because bottom line is that, yes, it can go right after that number. I suspect that's not going to happen because this thing wants to test out one more time, but we'll see. NASDAQ, the NASDAQ composite, we take a look at the composite. What you have with the composite? We're at 52.15. The swing point that it will go after is 51.69. Gold contract. What do we have inside the gold contract? Gold contract is trading out here at up 360. You're at 1270. It is inside the 1269. Gold's going to need some wide price spread and accelerated volume coming into this market tomorrow because, of course, the metals market is always dangerous, particularly when it's going downtown, folks, on a Friday. And one of the main reasons is that when our metals market closes at 1:30 in the afternoon, nothing opens back up for big sales or buys until 7:30 to 8:30 Sunday night. Bonds, the 10-year, took out a B point of an ABC structure on the way down, as did the 30-year. They both came down, broke the B point, broke it with volume. Good old King Dollar. Let's go take a look at King Dollar. What we have with King Dollar out here is this. King Dollar is trading 98.86. We did 20,000 contracts. You closed over yesterday's high. Now, King Dollar was an ABC structure on the way up with a price target of 100.770. I suspect tomorrow you're going to at least test the 99, and we'll see whether it's going to finish up this ABC structure on the way up. If you did test drive the Nadex platform, folks, coming into the close for this NDX trade, what you're going to see, what you saw, I hope what you saw, it was pretty intriguing, because what happened out here is that if you were looking at the 48.50 spreads, the 48.50 spreads could be bought, which is pretty amazing, at $8 at literally 5 minutes of 4. And the bottom line, then someone came in with a bid for basically almost $200 because the premium went up that dramatically and then dropped off. But we'll talk about that tomorrow morning. It was pretty amazing watching that shake out. So that's why you do want to get on that platform, do the demonstration model on that platform so you can see how these trade and how quick they trade. Amazon right now, so let's see what Amazon has to say. Amazon, their sales were $32.7 billion. The estimate was $32.7, so they made that part of it. The bottom line estimate, they were supposed to make 78 cents. They only made 52. The Google, if we go take a look at Google, what you're going to see with Google, the estimate was $18 billion. They took in $18.3 billion. That's the top line. The bottom line, their estimate was $8.61. They took in $9.07. So if we go over and we take a look at how these are trading, Google closed at $7.95. That's trading at $800. And Amazon closed at $8.18. Amazon's trading at $7.67. And $7.67 is not enough to whack Amazon down, by the way, too. It's going to get interesting. So $7.67 is where it broke topside from in September 6th. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials closed down 29, NASDAQ off 39, S&P's down 10.5. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-Share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-Shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished down 29, NASDAQ down 34, S&P's down 10. The NQs right now are down 46 points at 48.06. So there's no doubt they've taken some real heat here. Excuse me, folks. Now let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Thursday at the second hour, folks. And as you come over to our website, what you're going to see right on the front page, our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, he's going to be doing a workshop. This is going to be November 2nd, next Wednesday. It's going to be from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And what it's going to be all about are the markets still a buy. This is going to be a workshop, of course, before the election on November 8th. This is for Basil subscribers. You can be a subscriber right now by coming over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see right on the front page, top of the carousel, you hit that. You can sign up for Basil's newsletter. It's a test drive for a full month. So you get the newsletter for a month. You're going to get a great workshop, and you're going to get some great charts each and every trading day. Basil Chapman, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Very well, thank you.
Cool. So I'm looking at the Dow daily, weekly, and monthly, right?
Isn't this a perfect time to be looking at the markets, huh?
That's for sure.
So this is what I'm going to be discussing in that webinar. I'm going to be looking at the bigger picture. That's the monthly charts. And let me say right off the top that the Dow monthly chart is still in a buy mode for me.
Okay.
And that's really important. The implication is in the Chapman wave, we always look for 4 higher peaks. We've made peak C, that's the 3rd higher peak. There should be a higher peak leg D, and that should go to a peak D. S&P, in fact, is at this particular stage, I'll show you it's a little bit behind, it is only in leg B in the monthly chart, so there should still be a C and a D. That doesn't tell you how far you can drop. It does say that you better not drop, in this case, below, say, 2,000. That'll put everything, it'll make it suspect. But at this point, with the S&P at 2133, there could still be a bit more of a pullback, and then we could be moving higher. But in the webinar, and what's really nice about this in terms of timing, is that the month will close, and then we'll have basically a day in which to see what happens the first day of November, and the second day is the webinar. So we'll have a monthly candle to study.
Which is nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
That's really nice. And what we've used so far is time, because we've taken from August the 15th as the high of both the Dow and the S&P.
Okay.
All this time, and we haven't really broken down. We've really gone sideways using time rather than price, and I'm going to discuss that. So it'll be the key indices, what I'm expecting. And in fact, the way I'm looking at the market now, I'm going to go through the dollar. You remember we spoke about the dollar, and I said that in this particular instance, dollar's done very well. We look for 4 peaks. We're at that peak D in the daily, still leg D in the weekly, but the monthly chart is just a hair. I mean, 98.90, the all-time, well, the recovery high is 100.51. We just have to go to 100.52 for leg D, and there's this beautiful, I've been drawing this for a while, these 2 U-shaped patterns, a cup formation. There should be a test. Based on this chart, there should be a test of that 100.51 area, and that's the dollar. And that's starting to impact some of the multinationals because, with a higher dollar, it makes it more difficult for many of them. But basically what I've been also talking about for my subscribers is that many of the stocks that have had absolutely phenomenal moves to the upside of had been vulnerable to the downside. And we had a stock, I'd spoken to you about this a little while back, and I said, Edwards Life Sciences is a tissue heart valve and related repair products company. Look at the spectacular move. This is a monthly chart. Goes back, I can go back further. It can go back all the way to right there. There's the low. 2013 is trading at $30.31. And just last 3 weeks ago, it made a high of 121.75. But based on my technique of the Chapman Wave methodology, I said to subscribers, I love the company, but I think the stock is in for a problem. And we had tried a couple of times, we made a little, we lost a little, and then just 30 cents off the all-time high. The all-time high was 121.75 on the 10th of October. We went short at 121.41, just less than 40 cents from the all-time high. It traded today down at 91.32. That's like a 23% decline. But most importantly, it made that peak F in the Chapman Wave, and it made an E in the weekly chart, and it made an unusual G, which I said in this particular pattern with the MACD, this could become a G of significance, and this could be. Now we're seeing number of stocks. Orly is another one. We had been shorting it. Unfortunately, we weren't short right for this last move down. It was on my list, but we didn't do anything. Look at this is another company. This is
that got toasted today, yeah.
It just got toasted today, minus 23. So, and now all of it, and I had in one of my Tiger Technicians Hour last week, I was talking, I think it was last week, I was talking about, or maybe the week before, that in my work, I've got what's called a Chapman Wave 5 in the daily, a Chapman Wave 5 in the weekly. I wasn't sure about the monthly, but it looked to me like Amazon was also making a significant top. And showed a peak F. That's the sixth highest peak with that down arrow way back on the 6th of October at 847. And in the weekly chart, it's a D and it's an F in the monthly. But I was trying to assess and talking and saying to my subscribers, we're going to try to get a relationship of sales coming in for the Christmas season. And I think people are kind of tapped out. If you look at record, I'll be talking about this as well. Record credit card sales. I mean, the numbers are almost the same as in 2007, and that wasn't a very good time to be overuse your credit cards. So what we're looking at here is if Amazon really does, it's down only 46. It was down at about 55 or 60 just now. I'm really watching this very closely because if it has a high-level consolidation even after this, that's one thing. But if it's going to start to impact we can even forget about the election. We can talk about the stocks themselves because they are telling us something. And the RTH, which is the retail sector, look at this. The RTH has been coming down very sharply, all the way from 81.75. And this is the, oops, I'm sorry. I was going to go to, this is the retail sales, right. It went from 81.70 to today's low of 76. That's a pretty big move. So how is the Fed going to continue to talk about raising rates when, in fact, I think we're in a kind of a mini recession right now? And this is what the retail seems to be saying. Maybe even Amazon is saying that. So this is the timing for this particular workshop in relation to the markets, to the sectors, to how certain stocks in the sector are acting well, but others are getting slammed. This is a really important time. The dollar. Perfect time coming up a week for this coming Wednesday night, and I couldn't be more excited because we're going to be able to do it based on the chart patterns, irregardless of what happens in the election. That of course will be a factor, but we could do an analysis so we can start preparing. So it's a very timely. If people sign up for it, they would have been looking at this and looking at the markets, preparing for November, December already.
Buckle up, folks. That's right. Buckle up. Come on over to our website at TFNN. You can sign up for Basil's webinar right now. Sign up for the newsletter because the bottom line is that volatility is here, and it's here in spades. So the way you do it, you come to our website. You're going to see the opening call subscriber event with our man, Mr. Basil Chapman. Test drive his newsletter, 30 days absolutely free. Coming to a great webinar from 6 to 7:30, November 2nd. Basil, thank you so much, man. You have a great one, a safe one, and we look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you, Tom. Have a great evening.
You too. Stay right there, folks. Coming right back.
The economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
It's 2016 and TFNN has a brand new programming lineup to kick things off. Starting January 4th, swim lessons by Thinkorswim and TD Ameritrade will be airing 5 days a week at noon Eastern Time. Join hosts Scott Connor, Kevin Hinks, and Cindy Faber as they host their daily options program live at noon 5 days a week with no commercials for the entire hour. Nico DeHaan and Paige Clark will be moving their program, Living a Primal Lifestyle, to twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7 a.m. until 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Wake up with Nico and Paige and start your day off right. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour by Nadex will now be live Mondays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Start and end the week with the three hosts, Tom O'Brien, Tommy O'Brien, and Daryl Martin, as they break down the world of trading binary options and spreads. For all the details on the new 2016 programming lineup, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish down 29, NASDAQ off 34, S&P's down 9. Let's go take a look at a few more numbers out here. McKinsey Corporation closed at 160. It's trading at 148 right now. This is a drug. They distribute pharmaceuticals, medical, surgical supplies. The low for the year is 148. The high is 202. So we take a look at the numbers here. So their revenue is $50 billion. They're authorizing a $4 billion share buyback. Let me see this thing. This is a trip. These stocks go south. So check this out. This is just a notorious deal when you get executives with options, folks, and they'll just do anything to keep the stock up. So this stock was at $243 in May of 2015. You're dealing right now at a stock that is at 160, and now it's gapped down again. And guess what? They're going to go spend $4 billion in a buyback. It's gapping down $12 more dollars. Just never ending. Expedia. Let's go take a look at Expedia. Expedia closed at 126. This is trading right now at 126. Numbers go like this. Now, inside Expedia, this is going to get interesting. So, Expedia, the revenue estimate was $2.54 billion. They took in $2.58 billion. Their gross bookings year over year were up by 21%. Their room nights stayed were up 17%. Shares are down slightly after the close. This one here, now this has a short position of 12.77. This company here, folks, okay, I wish they didn't have a short position that's so large, because what they did is this. They bought HomeAway, and we happen to have a lot of short-term units. And HomeAway, great company. And this is what the difference is. HomeAway, folks, is that in order to get to the top of the range, we'd be paying approximately $12.50 to $14.50 per year. That's the way this works. And you get to the top of the list, and that's how you'd be, renting your units. Okay, so that's a good price if you can rent the units. We rented the units, but when you start taking that price and then you own a lot of units, that turns into a lot of money, right? Okay, so check this out. So Airbnb comes in our market about just over a year and a half ago. Well, guess what? Airbnb, this is just amazing. Airbnb took 90% of their business away. and this is what ends up happening. With Airbnb, we do not pay nothing for Airbnb. They charge 3% for the booking, and then they get, I believe, 3% off the client. It doesn't stop there. This is what ends up happening. Airbnb advertises for us our units for no cost. So when they bought HomeAway, and they bought it at billions, that is going to be, so my take on it is that Airbnb is going to wipe out, they're going to have to end up writing off HomeAway, because what HomeAway also did as of January, they changed their business model, and their model now, they're going to basically take a percentage also versus paying to get to the top of the list. But I think it's too late, because I've never seen anything happen so quick when someone has come into the marketplace taking market share, because they took market share and they just took it beyond belief. Amazon, let's go take a look and see what Amazon. So Amazon closed at 818. It's trading at 781. So let's see exactly what they're saying. They're saying that Amazon projected revenue for the fourth quarter that may miss analyst estimates, showing that investors were overly optimistic about the online retailers' reach into people's pocketbooks. Sales in the current quarter will be $42 billion to $45.5 billion, the Seattle company said Thursday in a statement. Analysts had estimated $44.6 billion. Amazon revenue gained 29% to $32.7 billion in the third quarter. Net income was $252 million compared to $79 million or 17 cents a year earlier. Amazon Web Services revenue was $3.23 billion in the third quarter, up 55% from a year earlier. The bottom line with Amazon, folks, is that they can put whatever they want into every quarter and make a fortune or make nothing. That's what it comes down to, because you're talking about, it just depends on how much Bezos wants to do. And, that's kind of how that equity shakes out. He wants to grow like crazy. Bottom line, he spends like crazy. All he has to do is pull back from not spending for 2 or 3 weeks, never mind months, weeks. They spend so much money, that bottom line number will go right up. And they're coming into, so the way that this is their most valuable quarter, And as one of the Tigers said, are they sandbagging in here? They could very well be sandbagging. Who knows? We'll see where this shakes out. Google, let's go take a look at Google. Google closed out here at 88. Google closed out at 795. It's trading at 801. No big deal. Google. Let's see. Okay, Google reported third quarter revenue and profit that topped analyst estimates, fortified by Google's steady internet ad business amid a continued investment in the unprofitable experimental units in its new hardware division. Revenue, excluding payments to partner sites, rose to $18.3 billion, the company said in a statement. Profit before certain items climbed to $9 a share. Analysts on average had projected sales of $18 billion and profit per share of $8.61. Gains in Google's core ad business continued to offset spending in other businesses the company calls other bets. Riskier long-term projects like fiber, internet service, and autonomous vehicle projects. Several of these businesses have lost senior executives in the past few months. Online video is the biggest online ad growth driver, and YouTube is the premier vehicle to play the trend. There's no doubt. The YouTube folks, bottom line is going to be it is a big deal, and it's just going to keep getting bigger. Let's see. SY. I got the wrong one. 1 second. Let's go take a look at here. Well, let's do the volumes first. So we came in today. We did 984 million on NYSE. On the NASDAQ Composite, you did 1.9 billion. We go take a look at the QQQ. So see how the Qs are getting affected. So the Qs are down 30 cents right now. We closed at 117.84. The Qs are trading 117.54, and your swing point is it's a lot lower than this. See, this NASDAQ still doesn't want to give it up. It's going to be interesting tomorrow morning. So the low of October 13th is 115.94. The high is 117.32. We haven't even got down to the high of that number, and that is with Amazon being down. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And don't forget, folks, of course, as soon as I get off at 5 o'clock, we got our man, Mr. Andy Heck, coming up 5 to 6. Great program, and you can get it right on your cell phone. Remember, folks, all the programming right at TFNN, get right on your cell phone. You go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. Cirrus Logic closed at $51.79. That is trading at $54.30. Let's see what they have to say. Okay, so their revenue is $428 million. Their earnings per share was $1.35, and that's a big number. So the estimate was 106. They made 135. Gross margin is still at 47 to 49%, and so what they do there, they do high precision analog and digital signal processing products. This is a quote from them. Robust demand for portable audio products drove Cirrus Logic's revenue above the high end of guidance, said the President and Chief Executive Officer. We are extremely pleased with our progress in September quarter as we began volume shipments of our new digital headset solution, expanded our share with boosted amplifiers and ramped production in the mid-tier smartphone at another leading customer. With a broad portfolio of components that span the entire audio signal chain, we believe we're well positioned to capitalize on a variety of growth vectors in the coming years. Their revenue is $428 million. Their gross margin is 49.4%. Operating expenses were $107 million. Earnings per share was $1.19. Their outlook, they expect to take in $475 million to $515 million on the next quarter. They expect the margins to stay at 47 to 49%. And what we have, let's see what we have. So you're up $3.50. You're at $54.70. This may be at highs. Yeah, this is at highs. This is probably going to break out. Interesting. So the high, let's see. So the high right now is 58. And, oh, this is an ABC up. This already broke topside. Just pull back, turn into a complex ABC up. If you want to see a complex ABC up, folks, what happens is that you get back inside. First you break the B point, and you break it with volume. Then you come back inside the B point, and you come back inside, of course, with lighter volume. And then what you're going to see is that you're going to see it break topside once again. And this is an ABC up. Now let's look at this. This is a pretty intense one, actually. $40, I'll ballpark it. No, it's $13. $60. It's an ABC structure up to $60. Amgen, AMGN, let's see what Amgen has to say. Amgen closed at $1.60, 160 rather. It's trading 160 right now. Amgen, their earnings per share was $2.80. They made $3.02. So that's a big beat, but it's not doing anything to the stock. They're boosting their year forecast. So biotechnology drug maker Amgen's third quarter profit topped analyst estimates driven by better than expected sales of drugs, including anemia treatment, therapy for patients with chronic kidney disease. Profit excluding one-time items increased to $3.02 a share, beating the $2.80 price projections. That being said, let's look at this again. Yeah, and this is down $2. So this close, this is always intriguing. Yeah, this looks like an ABC down. This is pretty intense because, so they beat their numbers. but yet it can't go topside. So bottom line, that'll go down. SYNA. Let's see what we got here. This is Synopsys. Synopsys, they custom designed user interfaces. The company solutions enable people to interact in a variety of mobile computing and communication devices, such as touch-sensitive pads, position of the person's finger on the surface of the screen, navigation. Okay, we all know that. Touch operating. So it closed at $67.70. It's trading $61.50, so that's down $5. This equity's been down quite a bit. This is down off a high of 102, and now you're dealing with 62 cents, $62 rather, sorry. So let's take a look at what this is. Their earnings per share was, the top line estimate was $372 million. They made $386, so they got the top line. Bottom line, the estimate was $1. They came out at 97 cents. They lost by 4 cents, but 4 cents in this market is non-forgiving. If we go take a look at Cliffs Natural for one of the targets, Cliffs Natural, folks, is a diversified mining natural resource company. I believe it's iron ore and coal. This closed down $1.13 out here, and I wouldn't be touching this thing. This thing's this is an ABC down. This come out with numbers, I believe, this morning. Yeah, come out with numbers this morning. Their estimate was 121 million. They did 98 million. So what you have here is that this is an ABC down. Your A point on this is 842. Your B is 5. I'm going to call it 520. So you got 360, and your C point. This is going to $3, and you're at $5.07 right now. So this is this is going right back to it blows away a B point today, blows away 518. You're at 507. The volume was 36 million, blowing away 12, and right down to the 280 price point. Pull this back. Yep, that's going to come. And that, let's see. Yeah, and you want to see, if you want to see when you get, man, this got a lot of nice characteristics of a stock that wants to go down. So check this out. This comes off a low. Okay, the low that it comes off was January of 2016. It was at $1.20. It goes up to 830. And then what does it do? At 840, it comes off the high with volume, monster volume. It's a problem. That sets up that lower price coming at you. And that lower price that we're talking about, it's the ABC structure on the way down is $3, but that swing point is at 281. So it looks to me like 281 is going to be game. Let's go to Rich in Oregon. Hey, Rich, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, thanks for taking my call.
Sure. How you doing?
Just a quick question based on what we saw happening in the bonds today. I was looking at the TMV, the 3 times direction.
Okay, you stay right there. As soon as we come back, we're going to bisect and dissect the TMV, folks. This is the direction, daily, 20% bond. It's a 20-year, 3 times bond bear. We're going to be right back, folks.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
Join Andy Hecht as he shows you how to make money in commodities. The Commodities Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking from Rich from Oregon, and we're talking about the TMV. So the TMV, folks, is the Direction 20-year Treasury Bear, which is 3 times what the TLT wants to do. Now, watch the. You don't own this yet, Rich, right?
I do. I was ready to bail out today, but I didn't.
Okay. Well, let's see. I would bail out if you could get the money right now, because I'd be suggesting to you to turn around and flip that around to the TMF.
Okay.
Because what you have is this. So it trades off the TLT, folks, okay? If you take a look at the TLT, what you're going to see is that it made the move down, broke a B point, did all the above, but didn't have enough volume, and it's going right into the lower price of the 130. It rejected that level. And if you go over and we take a look at the TMF, which is because these are trading vehicles, folks, okay? If you take a look at the TMF, that was down 81 cents today. And what you're going to see is that went lower. It's going right into the 18th of May, where it had 660,000. You did 404. And, I would say that we're going to see bonds go up tomorrow. So,
okay.
But so you got action, man, and.
Yeah, I saw. Definitely. Okay, thanks, Tom.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And, of course, tomorrow morning, folks, there's going to be big action all night. What has happened already in the futures market and the NQs, the NQs already started back topside. We were down at the 48.04. They're at 48.23 right now. And don't be surprised, folks, that Amazon, it closed at 818, traded as low as like 750. It's at 777 right now. That baby is going to be all over the place all night long. But don't be surprised if it's not flat or up tomorrow. That's how Amazon likes to trade, which is just a mind blower. Google Google closed at 795. That's trading at 807. Bottom line, that will get some juice. The GDP is the next thing coming out in the morning. Now, the GDP, and this is interesting because we're just talking Rich from Oregon, the GDP is going to affect that bond market. So it seems that the GDP number is going to be a low number because if bonds are going to go up, metals will go up, and actually the market will go up because if the GDP comes in a low number, it's going to give more fuel for the Fed to what? To turn around and say, oh, no, I can't go up in December either. You know, right now there's still a 74% probability that they are going up on December 14th. But that is what's going to be rocking this market out here tomorrow morning. Don't forget, folks, every trading day we do live programming at TFNN. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we start at 8 o'clock in the morning. We go to 5 in the afternoon. Tuesday, Thursday, 7 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon. We have a great health show on Tuesday and Thursday. Paige and Nico, keep you healthy. After I'm off on Tuesday, Thursday at 5, Andy Heck, commodities. Commodities are ruling the roost right now, folks, because that dollar is trading right now at 98.92. That dollar looks like it wants 100. If we break 100, you're talking 121. You're talking about King Dollar in an incredible way. And when I did start the gold report in 2002, that's where King Dollar was. It was at 121, and it went one way. Wow! Right down to basically 80. It's crawled its way back up to 80, the 100 mark. We've been there for 2 years right now. It's tested at 4 separate times. Can't handle that 100 mark. You know, we'll see where this whole thing shakes out. You stay right there. Our man, Mr. Andy Heck's going to be coming up next with you folks right at TFNN.com. And always remember, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you. Now, why not go have a blast with it? Wow! Go get them, folks.